once again with the lovely Andra Day.
Hey, how are you, Tim?
Good to see you again.
Good,
I
good
saw
to
you a
see you
couple of
too.
months ago for
Yes,
some another project, but we
yes.
good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I'm going to start off. You're Aisha because
Yes.
I was teasing you in our last conversation about these complex characters that you play.
hmm
This is probably one of the most sane, safest characters. You just
I
you
needed
just
her.
sort of
I needed her.
Well, no, but there's still, but I still wanted to. I was very interested in something because I literally just finished rewatching it again, saw it back at Sundance, and wanted to refresh myself again.
I appreciate that.
Your character Aisha, man, your husband Terrell, he is dealing with a lot,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
he's got a lot of unresolved trauma and anger
hmm
from early in his life. So you're sort of in the middle
Yeah,
between the man that you fell in love with and who you're living with and you're raising a family with,
right.
and his father who has suddenly reemerged in his life, which has kind of thrown things off kilter. First of all, and I'm being real naive when I ask this question. Is this a situation that many black women go through? And did you use some of that to sort of help you kind of frame how you wanted to portray this character or play it?
Yeah. So that's a really, really great question. And the answer is yes. I think that is a thing that a lot of women go through, but particularly black women. I think there is, in dealing with her husband, there's a need for Aisha. I think there's a range of things I think that are happening. There is you want, of course, you want him to resolve this trauma. You want him to possibly resolve this relationship if it's healthy for him. You want him to be able to reconcile a lot of these things so that he can move forward in these areas of his life. She also sees that it is actually affecting his physical health, and that's a scary thing for her, I imagine, or I know. And then I think that in addition to that, but there's also I want him to reconcile, but do I want him to be exposed to this for too much, because it clearly hurts him, you know what I mean? And so I think that's why she has the sort of run in with Laurent the way she does, because even though it's like, I want you to resolve these things, she also wants Laurent to know, like, do you not understand how your actions and how the way that you're moving through the world has really, really damaged your family, how it's really affected him and his family. And then on top of that, it's also like she needs to protect her child, you know what I mean? And so I think black women often find themselves in the position of needing to establish themselves and protect themselves while also trying to protect the men that are in their lives, while also trying to help heal them. I think we find ourselves in this sort of split in many different ways often. And so I was absolutely pulling from real life in that experience, because and that's it's which is not a difficult thing to do, in the sense that when you care for people, you know what I mean, you care for the person as a whole. And so that's really what I was pulling from, just the experience as a black woman. You have to support yourself, and you have to establish yourself while also supporting your family and your community and everyone else. So that is a real thing. And I think that there's really great elements of that. And I think as black women, we're able to do that. But I think there's also elements of that that sort of leave us in wanting sometimes, you know what I mean? Or sort of leave us
Right.
feeling maybe like we haven't fully been able to deal with our trauma because we're trying to heal his trauma. And that does happen, unfortunately, often,
So, Andre, one of the things that I love about you is that, and I think I've shared this with you, you are to me so transparent with your acting, right? I
Oh,
can
thank you.
relate to
Thank
every
you.
character that you play, and I
Thank you
can
so much.
feel your struggle, I can feel your pain. And in
Mhm.
this one, so let me just ask you, and this is just a really quick wrap-up question. Um, have you had a chance to really sit down and watch it? And what was your reaction to what Titus overall put together on this thing?
Yeah. Oh, I have had a chance to watch it. I've seen it a few times now. And it's what everyone else feels, which is that it's a masterpiece. But I think we knew that on set. I think we all felt that on set. I think we knew that what we were doing was incredible. What he was putting together was amazing. It was different. You know what I mean? The way he's able to merge. We've seen it before, but not like this. You know what I mean? The way he's able to merge art with story, and none overtakes the other. The art doesn't just become so sort of big that you can't pay attention to the story. You know what I mean? The story has as much presence as the art, and they feed each other, and it's incredibly well balanced. It's a beautiful dance. Watching Andre Holland work, Anjanou Ellis, John Jelks, the cast was incredible. I mean, it's a bucket list cast and a bucket list story, and so it's a masterpiece. I think that it's really, really one of the most beautiful pieces of cinema I think I've ever seen.
Well, I would agree with you,
Thank you.
and I look forward to our next conversation. I love my
Same.
Andra daytime.
Yeah, I know. I
Uh,
enjoy this. We just chatting.
Sister, you take care, and hopefully I will
Thank you.
see you on the award circuit over the
Yes.
next couple months.
Thank you so. I
You take
received
care.
that.
Have a
Thank you.
blessed day.
You too. Take care. God bless.
Bye.